Yo, what is up, guys? It is John here. Today I'm going to be talking about something that is way off topic from what I've even mentioned before on the channel, or it's not even relevant to the last couple videos I've made. This is about Escape from Tarkov. I've never actually uploaded a video about this game on the YouTube channel because I kind of got into Tarkov after I was even into recording anything, and I was actually thinking recently about going back to it until I woke up today and my friend messaged me and he's like, dude, Tarkov is like exploding right now. Like, there's something going on. And so what's happening is there is another edition of the game being sold at an extremely high price, and a lot of people are saying it's pay to win. So let's just take a little bit of a look here. Streets of Tarkov FPS upgrade, you're gonna have to pay to get more performance. Aged well with the Edge of Darkness limited edition, which was originally supposed to have free access to all subsequent DLCs. Right there for $140, which is crazy. Lawsuits updates they're trying to do. Unique in-game weapon was bought from the asset store. They're calling this a unique weapon, but they bought it from somebody else. I love Escape from Tarkov, and I think that Tarkov, this is not going to be a video of me sitting here and licking on their balls, because I love Tarkov, the idea of it, and I've loved it for such a long time, and I just wish that a better developer had this game in their grasp. I really, really, really do. I wish that a developer that cared to make the game run better, cared to have a kind of buggy-less or glitchless time in the game. There is no time that I've ever played Tarkov. I've played it probably for 3 to 4 years now. There's no time I've ever played Tarkov and absolutely felt like everything that I've done was inputted into the game the way that I inputted it on my end, right? So on my keyboard and mouse, man, that should have killed him, man. I didn't do that. Things just don't translate to the game well. And that's not even to get into the audio, and there's just so many things in the game that are so poorly designed, and there's just a huge rabbit hole and iceberg that I think you could go into, and there's probably a lot of great videos out there on it. But basically, I've kind of always had this argument, and this is against with the same friend that told me about this. Abby's trying to get her ball. No. This is with my same friend who had this kind of argument with me a little bit, and he understood, but he wanted to get EOD, so he's on the opposite end of this, because, again, I've bought this game multiple times for a couple friends, so I never bought EOD for myself. I just bought standard edition versions of the game for, like, myself and, like, 2 or 3 other friends. I've never had EOD, and my buddy has. And I've always thought that EOD was kind of a pay-to-win thing, and he's always kind of had this argument that it's not, or, whatever. People have had the argument, oh, it's not pay-to-win. Reality was you had more inventory space. You had a bigger alpha size container. So there's been aspects of pay-to-win, quote-unquote, for Escape from Tarkov for quite some time that people have kind of swept under the rug. And I think now we're coming to a point where BSG is just being a lot more upfront and egregious with this. I mean, literally, if you look back at EOD, yes, it was a pay-to-win variant of the game. You can store early game more items that you find in your raids. You don't have to sell as many items. You don't have to carry as much bullshit. I think that people chose to ignore that for a long time, and I'm not saying that that's a direct correlation as to why they're doing this. I think that they're doing this just for maybe they've dropped in sales quite a bit from the game because it hasn't been as popular recently. And they haven't really been doing as much with the game, and I think Arena hasn't turned out to be as big of a hit as they had anticipated. And I want to make this clear for the guys who pretty much only exclusively play Tarkov as their shooter, but here's the thing about Arena. I really was excited for the idea of Arena, and then I saw it and I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is literally just Call of Duty. What happens when you go to the Gulag? You guys do a 1v1, and then a flag spawns if the teams aren't dead. Literally the exact same premise for Arena. And I get that someone's gonna say, there's classes in it, there's all this, there's that, it's not the same, but guys, you have to stop making excuses for these lazy developers that are literally just copy and pasting. This isn't even about, like, shooters, right? Like, I'm not gonna say, oh, they copy and pasted an M4 from one game to the other. This is a game idea, an entire game mode idea that they're passing off as a game that they've kind of created, whatever they're doing. It's nothing original. They've done nothing original here. In fact, they really haven't done anything original in the game of Escape from Tarkov, but I think what they did really well was they actually found a great way to combine games that were amazing together. They found a great way to make an extraction shooter and put things together like that. I really just want to know, though, from your guys' point of view, what do you think as far as the future of Tarkov, and where do you think it's going to go from here? And are you personally done with playing Tarkov? Are you not going to play it anymore? I don't know how to feel, because again, I was going to get back into the game and give it a shot here maybe for the next wipe, but if this is the kind of stuff that's going on, I don't think they're going to stop this. They seem like they're going pretty firm on the idea of just holding their ground with it, but I think that's the worst thing you can do as a developer, is make a community agreed upon mistake. Like, we are all in agreement this is huge, as far as this is a terrible red flag. Like, we can't have this. I don't think as a developer you want to double down on that position, and what happens when you do that is you are going to lose a lot of players. Your game is going to inevitably die, and the worst part is that Tarkov's an older game. I mean, it's not a brand new game. We're coming up on, you know, what, 6, 7, 8 years now? I mean, it's been around for a while. People have got their hands on it. The people that really liked it, they've played it. The people who didn't like it, they tried it, right? And they're not going to come back to it. And the people that liked it kind of in the middle ground somewhere, like me, I could go with or without the game. The people who are deeply in love with Tarkov, I think really are only in love with this game because there's just nothing else like this. And I think that what is happening is that's the biggest issue. And I think, again, like a lot of people have said this before as well, this game has everybody kind of in a chokehold because there's nothing else out there like this. So let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about the whole situation with Escape from Tarkov right now and the news kind of surrounding it? Do you think you're going to keep playing, or what's going to happen here? But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for me and my opinion on the situation. Just curious what the rest of the community thinks about it. And as always, have a good one. Peace.